as these guys are playing for 4 million plus up top. Minimum guaranteed 435,000. As you see the payouts, brought to you by GTO Wizard. Magneto in Ontario, Canada, rooting for Greenwood, but then also says Korzinin as a close second. So you see the Queen 10 suited, open. Mowing everybody all the way down to Boivin.
Jack 5 offsuit. Bit of a dicey hand. Currently sitting in 6th place out of 9. Looks like he's coming along. Perhaps he feels he's got a post-flop edge.
You know, it's so funny because I too sense that that's the case, but careful venturing in to this water with Korzinin. He'll mess around and drown you. Ace 9-5. Here we are, bottom pair. Vladimir, 3/5 of the way to a royal, which is about as rosy a lens through which I can view this queen high. Korzinin kicks it off with the check back. He does find a spade draw as the sopping wet 5 on the turn gives Boivin trips, and he doesn't have this one sewn up.
He doesn't, but this is an amazing turn card for him now that he can beat some ace X's, maybe some pairs that check back the flop. It's just a matter of going for value, trying to get as many chips as you can. When you defend a hand like this, he's gone meaty. It feels like the main fear for Korzinin is the 5x. With the sizing. He kind of blocks some of the best ace-x in terms of kickers. Oh my god.
This is bananas. I mean, Boivin has way too much hand to step away. He does make the call. All of a sudden, we got a 4.5 million chip pot as Korzinin pressed. And this is one that Thomas has got to sweat out.
He's in heavy favorite here.
6th in chips, 3 shorter stacks than his own out there coming into this one. Don't need to tell you who the rest of the table is rooting for. It's just economics and all of the chat as well, and the spade rolls in.
No. GG.
No waffles, no chocolate, no joy for the inescapable economics. Korzinin now with queens.
Ladies for Santa.
Nothing brewing until we get around to the big stack of Sam Greenwood with ace-5 suited.
This hand is not going to activate in terms of a 3-bet. They're just too deep. Early position versus big blind. Sure, it's very playable, so he is going to take a flop here. 550k in the middle. Oh, gosh.
Wheel and club draws versus the overpair. Uh-oh.
This could be a massive pot.
Vladimir is deep enough, though.
750.
What when you make it 750k c-bet?
This is wild, man. Greenwood, this is that quicksand that I talked about. This is where you're looking up at Korzinin and thinking, dude, why are we doing this? You got the chip lead. I've got 46 bigs. Sat here second in chips behind you. Have you seen the shorty? Yeah, hey, look over there. Look at Smith with 9 bigs. Look at Fedor with 16. There's 200k in pay jump, and you're really going to make us do this?
Well, Sam doesn't want to bust right now. He's going to check call, pray, and hit the club or a 3. And just hope that Korzinin keeps betting. Oh, he actually checked jams. We're going to play a massive one, aren't we? I'm shocked that he's jamming this spot.
What on earth has just happened?
This is number 2 and number 1 in chips.
Normally, it is Korzinin who takes these extremely uncomfortable positions and sticks them on people. Here, Greenwood. Carpe diem.
This is now uncomfortable for Korzinin, realizing how big this pot could be.
He said, doesn't matter, call. 9.1 million chip pot. You see the eyebrows raised on Dan Smith immediately comes up from behind the sunglasses to observe what has prompted this violence. And now the revelation that the overpair and the massive chunk of equity that gives Greenwood a 4% edge is that which is responsible.
How are you feeling on this one, Santo?
I don't have percentage, I only have 100%.
100%, okay.
He's called this shot before. Here comes the turn. It is the 8 of hearts. And now all of a sudden, the pendulum swings heavily back in favor of Vladimir. Can Greenwood keep his seat? No, he cannot. And that is an exit that is going to leave both Greenwood, the chat we hear in the booth, and all of the Salé d'Estoile breathless. Oh, this is... I like what I'm seeing here, you know, because this is a landscape that definitely affords Vladimir, even well short of pocket pairs, the ability to accumulate chips.
Yeah, he's very aware that big stacks can open up their game. You know, we saw him raise King 8 offsuit earlier under the gun. Now he's raising 8-6 suited into Dan Smith. Dan Smith's got a playable hand. Out pipping 8-6 at the moment. Although betting lead is going to be Korzinin. Where if it doesn't hit Dan at all, he can just take a lot of flops down.
Smith actually dominating with similar kit. Ace, Queen, 5. No spade out there. No pair for either player. This is where you see bet the air and just presume to take it, right?
Well, he put one finger out one for a second. I thought he was going to touchdown for a check. But I would like to see him bet. If not now, at some point.
It's not that Vladimir is shy of mannerisms, but I haven't baselined this man in any way, shape, or form. He seems so balanced. This could be quad 5s, aces full, 8 high.
Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for Dan to win. I think Vladimir Korzinin will fire at some point. If Smith can just keep getting free cards, he'll take it. And he gets one more. Play the board.
If allowed, which is not a given. No, by the way, Smith might not want to be playing sharesies either.
Yeah, he might not, but under normal circumstances, a player who just keeps checking back as the pre-flop raiser can easily have a queen or some weak ace. Love to see Korzinin bet now. Yeah, he realized at some point he's got to stab and just steal this away.
This is wild. I mean, the value proposition is just so dusty, even if you do think Korzinin is light. 650 of your 1.1 to carve it up.
It's not a great proposition.
No, it's terrible.
And Korzinin can be very tricky.
And he just muscles Smith off of the chop there. Didn't have a mic, weren't ready for the moment. Korzinin's ready for the moment.
In a row?
800, yes, 800, yeah.
Yeah, VPIP has gone way up here. And I think he's been emboldened by the lack of resistance, as the hand itself is not one that he's going to be in love with. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, Jack 10 offsuit can resist for a min raise. North of 1 SPR for Dan Smith.
Queen, Jack 10, top pair against bottom 2 here. Hazardous texture for Smith, who checks over.
Feels like stacks are going in. Bottom 2 pair versus top pair. Whatever bet size
550.
Korzinin comes in with, would expect Dan to be check jamming, especially against 550K. Nice favorite for Dan Smith in terms of equities.
$550.
Here we go.
Make it 875.
Call.
Korzinin calls. Smith proudly furnishes bottom
Wow,
2.
Beautiful. I love your card.
Now, you know, it's funny because when you hear Vladimir say that, you're not sure if he loves it because he's got you roasted.
Life gave you a present. Yeah.
Not yet.
Well,
Oh, my
you
goodness.
just don't fucking win after that.
This is bananas. Smith, poised to be the most recent victim, unless he can find a Jack or 10, which he can't. And I mean, you know, as much
Yeah. Love you. Thank you.
as Dan is a competitor, you know that he wants to win. You know that that hurts.
Oh my gosh, are we playing the big one?
El Clasico on the horizon as Ketola looks down at Queen, sitting 6.1 back. He's 3x'd, and look at Vladimir. He's like, what have you done, son? Are you going to shower
Hi, my
yourself?
beloved son. I only can go all in. All in.
You go all in? Okay, yeah, call.
There we go.
Do we have the same cards?
It's got ace king.
No, no.
Yeah,
12.6
of course.
million
Fair.
floods forward, and the two least likely entities to be looking for this sort of harm have found it. The deck choosing violence, but shining down on Ketola. Here on the 6 high board, sun still shines. All but the ace or king will anoint Ketola the 12-6, and that river makes it official. Vladimir not lamenting it whatsoever, giving a fist pound and giving a huge helping of his stack.
With just 20 big blinds in the cutoff, third place in chips.
You know, every final table does feel like it grinds its way into a portion of the program that reveals itself to be deeply technical. And you know, Fedor and Bryn have an appreciation for that.
Yeah, I feel like they've got a very similar game plan, although Fedor activates a little bit more. Regardless, we go to a flop. 10 out of clubs, can certainly see one. Gonna see 3. Flop. Oh, that's a good one for Korzinin.
Yep. Top pair. The fruits of defense versus the wheel draw. And ace high.
And ace high rates to be the best hand most of the time on this board texture. 5 overcards, the 4 and the 3. He's got a gut shot. Decides to check because he doesn't want to get blown off his equity against Korzinin.
Turn pairs the board. And Vladimir checking over. Unclear if this is designed to induce.
I think so.
And it's working. Holz now barrels 350.
Yeah, let's see if Korzinin check raises this small bet. Comes in with call, so Fedor gets an opportunity. Try to find a deuce or an ace.
Instead, it's a 6. 2 million plus in the middle now.
Fedor does have some showdown value of ace high. I don't think he would need to turn it into a bluff.
Check.
Some pot. Over to Korzinin.
No,
It's just-
not too much spicy, but I will just.
Fold.
Did he say not too much spicy?
No, Paul. He said
Blindly
pause.
check.
Second it out.
All right, so a
Away
limp
from
with a
king
dominant 7, a blind check, and now an open ender up against trip 6s. Randy, I don't need to tell you how this one might end up playing out. Look at Fedor has lit the fuse by leading quarter pot. Or rather, in position after the blind check, forgive me. Barreling.
8,000, 2,500.
Raise to 825,000.
How great is this? If you're Fedor, you're holding trip 6s, blind versus blind spot.
I fear for this man's future, as I'm not so
Dance.
sure what ensues from here.
Korzinin requesting a partner to dance with.
5 seconds. Fold.
Turn brings a 7. Fedor's full now. And a snap jam from Korzinin, followed by a snap call from Fedor. Vladimir
Wow, 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 wow.
Second.
draws only to a chop.
He needs a 7.
Case 7.
Beautiful.
Otherwise, Fedor's going to have his third double of the frame, and this would be the meatiest one.
It's a full house, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
No 7 available.
Now we deserve the break. Now Holz is not have objections.
A million.
What we do know is Vladimir will be playing King-Queen suited, and he's going to be doing it for 3x and change. Now, Kenny with pocket 6s.
I mean, it's just too much hand. You're the shortest stack.
All in.
Korzinin might have some 3x folds, and there we go.
Jam.
Feels like Korzinin's going to call this one off, too.
Aussie gets out of the way, rather, with the ace-8.
It's 2.5 million more. He's juiced it up with his large sizing pre.
Patrick Antonius has emerged on the rail. Beat Korzinin, heads up in the Invitational. Biggest score of his career, just a few short days ago. Korzinin makes the call. 2 overs, plus clubs, are going to take their chances against the 6s. Kenny, relieved to be in front, of course. flop we go, and it's 2 clubs on board. This is sweaty. 6 is puckering. A dog with 2 to come. And now back to a favorite. Just look at the sheer volume of outstow for Korzinin. King, queen, club, all spoils the party, and there's the club. Which
There you
comes
go.
down onto Sensei Kenny.
Yeah,
Good
And
game.
that's
love
the
you.
death
Love
blow.
you.
Same here, brother.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah, enjoy it. Bye.
Raised to 700,000 from King 9.
Dominated.
Fedor defending. Finding second pair against top pair. This does not bode well, as round 2 skews in favor of Ketola. 185 in the middle, 2.5 back.
You could see the case for Fedor committing chips at some point in his hand, given he's only got 2.5 million back with a decent pair, up against a small C-bet of 400,000. And he's up against a very wild Ketola.
$400,000. Follow through. Fedor calling understandably. Turn is dry.
Now, Ketola's got a hand that's worthy of getting chips in there. It's more so, is it better for me to bet smaller and just try to keep those 10 or 8Xs in that might fold to a jam? Looks like he went with that small bet. And for Fedor to call that last hand with the 5, he must think that Aussie is just out of line often enough to continue, especially for this price.
All in.
Oh my gosh. He's check jammed it.
Good luck.
And Ketola does not hesitate to say good luck as he flicks in the call with top pair, and luck is exactly what's going to be required for Fedor to keep his seat.
Just 2 outs for Fedor Holz. Well, we're down to heads up. That's it.
Board pairs,
Yeah, Fedor.
and just like that,
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
it's Fedor's turn for the warm embrace.
Now we have 10 minutes break.
Ace 8 suited here on the button for Ketola.
Jack 9. Definitely worthy of seeing a flop. 1 gapper. In heads up, you just have to play more hands. So he will take a flop.
10-6-4. Couple of hearts. Swing and a miss for Korzinin.
Ace high. 8 kicker. Doesn't want to get blown off his hand as he checks it back. Korzinin playing fast with another check, as does Ketola.
Speedy arrival at the board pairing 6. Front door flush on board.
Maybe Korzinin wants to attack an ace high. Or king high that's just checking down. It's crossing his mind, and this could be very credible, especially as he grabs over betting chips 2.1 million.
Where did this barrel come from?
Out of space.
The ace-8 simply muscled off of its hand there.
He's gone in
Battle
with 7
is-
deuce.
Hang on. What?
What a legend to jam 7 deuce.
Going for the glory.
13 bigs.
Ketola with king high.
Is he feeling it? He does.
I put
Call.
it because it's your favorite card.
Oh, I respect that. It's yours. It's yours for sure.
Aussie saying
I
that
put it out of,
There's no doubt.
I know you favor.
Vladimir is all but guaranteed to win with this 7 deuce suited. Let's see how the poker gods feel about this pursuit of glory out of the Estonian as out of left field, 11 million enters the middle. King high digging in. A little yoga from Vladimir. Trying to stretch into the lead, and how about that for an exciting board texture? 4, 5, 6, 2 spades, open ender. Can't ask for much more.
Korzinin is the favorite.
68%, in fact, with 2 to come. But now the 9 on the turn, and that drops to 34%. Still plenty of paths to a double, and the reset button for the Estonian. Will Santa keep his seat? Yes. 3 on the river, and he looks surprised.
I was going to give you a hug.
Not yet.
Yeah.
We hug later.
Wow. He just jammed 7 deuce
What is
suited.
happening?
This is your favorite card.
Yep.
For the 3 bet. Ten-6 suited limp from Korzinin. Dominated as once again they share cards. Ketola checking back and flopping top pair here against bottom pair. Slips it over. 1.5 million in the middle. A swift third pot bet.
Korzinin in bad shape.
How's he gonna flat? Pot up to 2.5. Club draw now for Korzinin on the turn.
Snap jam.
He got it in there before we even got a shot of him.
Yeah.
Oh, and he flicks the call in, does Aussie?
Well, not much. 10.
This could be it.
10 and...
Tournament defining moment.
Yeah. Maybe it's 50. I know.
Aussie on his feet. Could victory be his? Korzinin does have the covering stack. 23 million. This is effectively for the tournament. Oh, and the club finds the river.
Korzinin does it.
Gambledore has emerged victorious as Aussie looks stunned.
I can't believe he's done it.
Is he? Is he just walking off?
Freedom.
Not very freedom. You still have to take pictures and to do a lot of things, yeah?
Korzinin can do no better. Or rather, Ketola can do no better than second. 3 million. I'm confused. Vladimir, I'm not sure, realizes that he won it with the backdoor flush.